Let's head back to Madeline Morris, who's out and about in Melbourne CBD this morning to assess the financial impact of the lockdown. Over to you, Matt.
Lisa, good morning. Yes, I'm here in the Garden State Hotel, which is a huge pub in the centre of Melbourne CBD. It's a really terrific pub, and clearly hospitality is going to be one of the main areas affected by this snap lockdown. It's gone straight back to takeaway only, which means for a big pub like this with its huge capacity, it is shutting its doors for 7 days at the least. We hope that's what it's going to be. We can have a chat now to Matt Mullins. He's the co-owner of Garden State Hotel and other pubs, including the Espy, which plenty of other people will know. 9 pubs in your group. Matt, thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey, Matt.
We were actually speaking to you just a couple of weeks ago about the difficulties you're having getting staff. Now you're facing another hurdle. How are you feeling today?
Oh, we're heartbroken, to be honest. It just kills us, and it's hard to put in words. The first time this happened, we were sad and shocked and scared. That was well over a year ago now. The second time, we were sad. The third time, we were kind of sad again. But this time we're almost angry. I don't know how this happened. I don't know who to blame. It doesn't bother me whose fault this is, whether it's the federal government, the Victorian government, the South Australian government. We don't care. It's not our fault, though. Our staff are going to pay the price yet again for whatever happened here, and we can't afford to pay this price again, Mads.
So you employ between 350 to 400 casual staff.
That's right.
In your group. What happens to them now? No
Like
work, no money.
Every casual employee in this industry and other industries in this state, they are yet again out of work. Because casual employees don't get paid when there's no work to do. And yet again, casual employees will pay the price for whatever has happened here.
And there's, of course, no JobKeeper. This is the first statewide lockdown with no JobKeeper. You had to speak to all of those casual employees yesterday. What did they say to you? How are they feeling?
We were in and out of all of our pubs yesterday, speaking to every casual employee who was there, and we've been reaching out to the rest of them who weren't at work yesterday and won't be at work for at least another week. They're very resilient. We have done this before, of course, and it does build up a reserve of resilience. They're strong, they're tough, they're incredibly incredible hard workers, and that's the nature of hospitality workers. It really is. But they're terrified. So many of these casual employees are young and working their first or second jobs, and they love coming to work in pubs. It's a fun, exciting environment. But when you can't work, when there is no work to be done, you don't get paid. And Mads, just to be clear, if you don't get paid, you can't pay rent, you can't feed yourself, you can't put food on the table for your children. That's a reality we've all lived with this year in our industry, from owners all the way through to casual employees.
Can I just ask you about the business? You're a large group. You've got really big hotels and there's 9 of them. How is the business going? Coming back from last year, are you back in the black or are you still in the red?
No, we're nowhere near the black, but we spent a year, or almost a year closed. That's almost a year closed, Mads. And then since we reopened, we've been slowly getting up from 10 people in the pub. That's how we first reopened, to 20 people in the pub, to then 40, 50, and now we're at half our capacity. 14, 15 months
Is that
in.
profitable, half your capacity?
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
So, Matt, what are you looking for here for your business, but also for those staff who, as we say, are now facing this with no JobKeeper?
We need to see our governments and our country, frankly, more broadly, decide to care about these employees.
What would that look like for you?
It would look like the federal government saying we have a mechanism to take care of employees who have lost their jobs and their incomes. The mechanism is called JobKeeper. It wasn't perfect. It didn't look after many casual employees in this industry, but it can. It's really simple. Enact JobKeeper again today. Announce it today. Tell us today that you are going to take care of vulnerable casual employees in this industry in this state for however long this lasts. Tell us today so that we know we can feed our children. And to the state government, we're saying, if you are going to continue to lock us down and make us pay the price to keep the rest of the country working and the rest of the country safe, we will pay that price. We'll pay it again and again and again. But you have to take care of us. You have to help us survive. You have to make sure there's an industry here at the end of this, and that these employees can put food on their children's tables.
Matt, thank you. It's so hard for you. Thank you for speaking to us today, and we do appreciate it. And
Thanks.
Lisa, I think that we can get a sense there from Matt of the emotion that business owners put into their businesses. This isn't just a money-making scheme for them. They put their heart and soul into this, and everyone recognises here in Victoria the importance of the health response. But it's pretty tough when you have to do it for the fourth time. And it's also worth bearing in mind too, Michael and Lisa, it's not just Melbourne businesses that will feel the brunt of this as well. Plenty of Victorians were looking to go on holidays for these 7 days as well. That's now stopped, so there will be effects elsewhere in the country as well.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mads.